page in the book here that it's page 46, and it's called the Food Chain Game. And we only have 5 minutes left, but Mr. Jamie's going to explain to you what he wants you to do. Hopefully, I'm going to speak to Ms. Brathwaite. And while this is still fresh in your minds, you can maybe do this in class later today, but go ahead and listen.
Okay. So did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, so the ones who didn't have so much fun, my guess is that they were probably maybe the crickets. When you're at the bottom of the food chain and getting chased around. How did that feel being a cricket? What was that? Embarrassing. Yeah. It was scary. Why was it scary? Yeah, so what did you do? What were some of the things that you did to avoid being eaten? Yeah, running away from the predators. Yeah. What was something else you could do as a prey to avoid being eaten by a predator? What's that? You could go into that secret place, that safety place, which is the same as, like, you know, in the wild that would be hiding under a log or under a leaf, or just basically camouflaging yourself. So what was it like being, who also got to be a predator in this? What were you? Were you an owl? And what was that like? Yeah, you like that? Yeah. What was one thing when you noticed about the predators? How many owls were there out there? 3. And how many crickets? Yeah. So why is, you know, there was more crickets to owls? Do you think, you know, why do you think that is?
Because
Well, I think this game was more trying to replicate nature. So do you think, you know, how in nature would there be more owls than crickets, or how? What do you think?
More crickets. More crickets.
They're the same. Why do you?
Because it was more crickets than owls because owls is less popular than crickets.
But in nature.
Oh, in nature?
Yeah.
Oh no, it'd be more owls.
More owls.
No. Crickets.
What do you think?
More nose crickets.
What?
No, more owls than more.
No, because you hardly ever see a nose. I mean, you hardly ever see
owl. Because you see it at that time.
That's true. But think about it, right? Think about it. So why you've got, this is all part of the food chain, right? So if no one's eating the owls, there's got to be lots of crickets and anoles to basically feed these owls, right?
But then at that time, you don't see.
If there's only 3 crickets and 3 owls, the owls will eat all the crickets, and then the owls are going to go very hungry. Alright, so sure.
So you see an owl when you up at night?
I never saw an owl because even when I wake up,
Alright.
you see outside the double black, you know owls.
Okay. I think the point is that sometimes, hey, right, alright, this is just nature. The reality is, there tends to be more prey than predators, okay? And that's what we saw in this game. There was only a few owls, there was more anoles, and then even more crickets, because that's what happens in nature. Because there needs to be more prey for the predators to eat. What was some other? Did you guys so was it an anole? Was it an anole? What was an anole? Was it predator or prey?
Prey. Predator.
Prey. Both.
Good. They were both. So in nature, you can also be both. You can be both a predator and a prey. And that's what often happens. Typically, that is what happens in nature. You can be both. What are some other examples of a predator? Well, yeah, just even a predator. What's an example in nature? What are some of the famous predators? Jaguar, yeah.
Buffalo.
What's that? A buffalo? Yeah.
A black cheetah.
Yeah.
Lion.
Black panther. Oh,
bear. A bear. Panda. Koala.
Birds.
Yeah,
Sometimes, and sometimes nature is generally in sync, but sometimes if there's too much prey for a predator, then the predators becomes very popular. There's lots and lots of predators. In Australia, where I'm from, there's cane toads, and cane toads got introduced, and they don't have any predators, but they've got lots of prey. So now there is more and more and more cane toads moving all over Australia, and it's got a plague. We've got a plague of cane toads because cane toad doesn't have any predators, but it's got lots of prey. So it's eating and eating and eating, and no one's killing it. The cane toad's like a frog. It's like a frog, a bit uglier than a frog, and it's doing bad things to the nature in Australia.
But a snake can eat us.